Hello guys, how are you? So today I'm going to discuss one of most important questions. Sometimes this question becomes deciding question. Sometimes surveyors say that this will be the deciding question. This question comes under function 6 marine engineering practices, and the question asks what rudder checks will you make when the ship is in dry dock, or other way of asking this question is what is the first thing you will check on rudder when the water is pumped out? Many people know these questions, but still they are not able to satisfy the surveyor because they don't go step by step. So the most important thing in this is that you have to be impressive. You have to present your answer in such a way that surveyor doesn't ask you whole answer, doesn't ask you 10 points. Once you speak 5 points or 7 points, which I am going to tell you, surveyor will come to know that you have knowledge. He will not ask you so many points. So let's start. Now imagine that you are second engineer and the water is being pumped out from the dry dock. So what you have to do? First thing, you look at the first point. You have to, when the water is pumped out, immediately you have to go near to the rudder and you have to look around the rudder and you have to see that if any water is draining from the body of the rudder. So what that will indicate that if the rudder body is breached or intact, because during the docking it may happen that rudder may touch the blocks or some other thing and rudder may get breached or damaged. So look at the first point. This is the point you have to speak first. This is the first thing you have to check. When ship enters dry dock, pumping out water, check water whether water is coming out from rudder or not. If yes, then rudder is breached. This is the point he wants to listen, that this should be the first thing the second engineer or superintendent must check when the water is pumped out. Then second point, open the top and bottom plug and check any water inside. Now you have to open the bottom plug. So if very small amount of water is coming out from the bottom plug, that can come out due to condensation. But if large amount of water is coming out from the bottom plug, it means rudder is breached, water is filled in the rudder. So this is the significance of opening the bottom plug and checking any water inside. Then you can say these 2 points are the important. You have to tell them in the beginning once you start answering. So sometimes you answer these, surveyor will not go further. He will change the question. But anyway, if he goes further, then you can speak rest of the points like pressure test rudder at water head of 2.46 meter. This is also a separate question, that what is the head to which the rudder is pressure tested, and you have to remember that that is head is 2.46 meter and that is applied for 30 minutes. Don't miss the timing. And how the rudder is tested to a head of 2.46 meter, that is a separate topic. I will make separate video on that, that how the rudder is tested to this much head and why the rudder is tested to 2.46 only. How and why, this I will make the separate video, otherwise this video will go so long. And this height head 2.46 meter is taken from where? From top of rudder or from center of rudder? I will make a separate video on that. Let's concentrate on our question. Next point, check if the rudder is badly pitted. Surveyor may insist on thickness gauging of the rudder plate. This you can say. Next is sacrificial and odd condition on the rudder. This you may say or you may skip. Check the cement on coupling bolts for rudder and rudder stroke. You may say, you may skip condition of palm bolt. Then check the rudder pintle clearance. All the clearance are very important. You have to say. These clearance may be asked separately also. What are the clearance which are checked on rudder or the steering gear? So clearances are the pintle clearance, jumping clearance, rudder drop, how these clearances are checked and what is their significance. Again, this will be covered in the separate question, because otherwise this video will go so long. This video is for the people who already know the basic of rudder and construction of rudder, who just want to know on the point of view of answering this question in exam in MEP. So again, carry out hammer test. You may say, you may skip. Check the actual position or two position of rudder compared to rudder angle indicator and see whether any difference is there by bending or deformations. Carry out visual inspection all around the rudder for condition of paint. Okay, so this was the answer, and many things I told you already that this is for the candidates who already have some basic knowledge about the rudder, its construction and its clearances. If somebody doesn't know the basic of rudder, then I will make separate video. First he can check those videos to learn about constructions and basic and clearances. What are the clearances? How are these taken? So then they can refer to this question back. Okay, now just to remember answer of this question, I have written the clearances separately. There are four clearances which are measured during rudder or steering gear clearances. So one is the wear down clearance, jumping clearance, neck bush clearance, pintle clearance. These are the four clearances which are checked. You can tell surveyor in your answer these four clearances and how these are checked, and what is the significance of these clearances I will tell in separate video to keep this video shorter. So guys, I also cleared class 2. This question was asked to me and I passed MEP, and surveyor was impressed. On basis of my experience, I am giving you my notes with my handwriting how I prepared to save your time. So I will keep coming with more question and answer like this, which are favorite questions of surveyor. So please do like, comment, subscribe to motivate me. And I'm assuring you that whatever I taught you, that is all from the manual or good books. Thank you for listening patiently.